young women suffer the same discrimination other women have in the new United States, which is that they can't vote. But they don't let not being able to vote discourage them from becoming engaged. They arrive in the city of Lowell, they work in Lowell's mills, and over the process of being here for a little while, they begin to create these networks and these bonds, if you will, of solidarity around, at first, the issues that confront them as women working in textile mills, the long hours, the crappy wages, the periodic raise in the cost of living in a boarding house. But as they begin to understand their circumstances and their situation, they also begin to fully grasp the fact that every day they're working on slave-produced cotton. No slave-produced cotton, no city of Lowell. The two are intertwined, even though oftentimes Lowell does not want to sort of cop to their history, but that's the reality. They begin to think about very systematically this question of slavery, of their relationship to slave-produced cotton, and over time they begin to understand that even though they can't vote, there are in fact things that they can do to influence politics in a wider sense. And so young women in Lowell become a vanguard of female anti-slavery societies in New England. The women had a newspaper called the Lowell Offering, and there was another newspaper that was produced in Lowell called the Voice of Industry, which was a worker newspaper. And both of those newspapers, women working in the mills wrote short stories for, letters, articles. And when you look at who they were, you can begin to figure out they were living, in many cases, in the same boarding houses in the city. And so the boarding houses, while the mill owners think they're a way to sort of stash young women workers away for safekeeping while they're working in the mills, the boarding houses themselves become like a breeding ground for activism. So they're confronting the new changes in work and what it's like to be a mill worker. They're also confronting this question of slavery and the spread of slavery in the country. And finally, they're confronting the issue of women not being able to vote.